Hello, my name is Ryan Chandler, and welcome to the Far Out Within. Beneath the noise of the day and the surface of the self, there is a rhythm, deep and ancient, that echoes through every inch of your body. This rhythm, this pulse, belongs not only to you, but to something very, very old. The ocean. Our first mother, the ancient cradle, the dream world that gave rise to every living thing. Before lungs knew air, before skin touched sunlight, we were sea, floating, drifting, becoming. The salt in your tears, the rush of your blood, the ebb and flow of your breath, they are all the ocean remembering herself in you. She is not separate. She is not other. She is your kin, your ancestor, your reflection in motion. The ocean is not a place we visit. She is a home we return to. Beneath her blue skin is another world. Not just a world of coral and current and strange illuminated creatures, but a world of feeling, of mystery or surrender. Down there, you do not run. You drift. You dissolve. You listen. And in listening, you remember. You remember that stillness is not the same as silence, that darkness is not the same as danger, that depth is not the same as drowning. You remember that you are not meant to stay on the surface forever. So today, we journey together. We will not simply speak of the ocean, we will become the ocean. We will let her rise in us, in our breath, in our bones, in the soft beating of our hearts. We will let her teach us to let go, to float, to feel, to remember. So take a deep, deep breath slowly. Feel it rise like a tide inside your chest and fall again. Let your breath become the waves. Let your mind become the moon. Let your body be a shoreline, soft, open, and receiving. Take a moment to close your eyes or soften your gaze and let the world around you grow quiet. Let the breath fall gently in and out like waves kissing the shore. Take a deep breath and exhale through your nose. Repeat this exercise until you feel at ease. Okay, let's begin. You were never meant to stay on land. Not really. The signs were always there, whispering through salty summer air, echoing in the hiss of the showerhead, murmuring in the steam rising from a salted pot on the stove. Your bones have always ached for something fluid, something ancient beneath the wilds of the surface. A blue longing curls at the edge of your dreams. And then, one day, when the sun bends low and golden like melted jewels upon the sea, you finally hear it, the call. It does not speak in words, but in waves. Each crash, a memory or a tale that longs to be heard. It whispers through tide and foam, lures you with the scent of brine and barnacle, and hums beneath your ribs like the memory of lullabies sung to you before you ever breathed air. You walk to the shore, barefoot and trembling, the sand changing to meet the arches of your feet with each step. The wind wraps around you like a shawl woven by goddesses of tide and tempest. You step closer, and the water reaches for you, playful at first, then possessive. Your feet vanish beneath you, swallowed by the swaying tide like a firm embrace from a long-lost friend. Then comes the change. It begins in the lungs, where breath becomes bubble and resistance becomes release. You do not choke. You do not drown. You unpeel yourself from the dry disguise you've worn all your life. Your skin glistens now with nacreous sheen, limbs lengthening and reshaping, fingers webbing like the delicate filigree of coral fans. Gills flutter open at your neck like sea anemones blooming to the piercing rays of the sun. Your body is no longer yours alone. It belongs to the currents now. And with a final whisper from the land, a gull's cry, the rustle of dune grass, you dive. It is a cathedral of light, columns of sunbeams piercing the surface and fanning out like stained glass come to life. Shimmering fish like loose gemstones flickering around you with iridescent gossip. You drift, suspended in this sacred stillness, a drifter wrapped in the robes of salt and silence. Time is slippery here. There are no clocks, only the rhythm of pulse and tide. You swim deeper, following threads of sound only your new form can hear. A symphony of whale lullabies, the staccato click of dolphins, the bass-heavy rumblings of tectonic yearning from the ocean's belly. You pass ruins, the skeletal remains of ships, each mast like a gravestone to the past. The memories of the drowned and forgotten lean towards you, barnacled and blind, still holding on to dreams of wind and faraway fortunes. Among them, statues sleep in choral embrace, Atlantean phantoms caught mid-dance, their marble lips kissed by passing fish. You are not afraid. The deeper you go, the less you remember of the life above. The name they called you on land becomes sand on the tongue, dissolving with each stroke forward. Here, you are unnamed and unchained. You are becoming something true. Schools of silver follow you as though you are prophecy. Bioluminescent creatures, radiant as fallen stars, illuminate your path, their light not harsh, but divine. And then comes the abyss, where light dies and silence becomes sound, where gravity turns inward and meaning begins to shimmer just out of reach. Your heart quivers, still tethered to the ghost of your old self. But the call is louder now. It pulses from the burgeoning deep. A heartbeat not your own, but one you've always felt. It waits for you. It's always been waiting for you. To reach it, you must first let go of everything. Every memory of streetlights and skylines, every echo of laughter on warm summer nights, every story you keep to define who you are. They float upward now, like jellyfish rising toward the moon, translucent and tender. You do not chase them. Instead, you descend. Each layer of water is a veil, parting only for those who seek not conquest, but union. The pressure becomes a lover, wrapping you in relentless embrace. Your bones reverberate with it. Your veins flow not with blood, but brine. And then silence. Not the absence of sound, but the presence of a deeper listening. The kind of listening that watches, that waits. You find yourself in a chasm. Walls of obsidian rise on either side like jaws unclosed. The floor is soft silt, ancient and untouched. In the center, a pulse, a glow, the heart. Not a heart as you knew it on land. It is a vortex of light and rhythm, a breathing wound in the fabric of the sea, exhaling mystery. Every beat is a question. Every thrum is an answer. You float before it, humbled. You do not speak. Words would be an insult. It knows you. It always has. It shows you the truths carved beneath the skin of things. That sorrow is not separate from beauty. That every drop of water has memory. That life is not linear, but tidal, ebbing, flowing, returning. It lets you feel the song of coral polyps building cathedrals one grain at a time. The agony of grieving orcas, the joy of bioluminescent creatures dancing in the moonlight. It offers no doctrine, only understanding. In its pulse, you see yourself, not as you were, not as you thought you were meant to be, but as you truly are, a being of current and change, a reverberating sound wearing flesh, a story always unfolding. You weep though you have no eyes, and the ocean holds you. You remain there for eons or minutes. Time has unspooled into the shape of the tide. When you finally rise, it is not to return, but to carry. The heart beats within you now. You are its echo, its ambassador, its myth. You ascend slowly like a secret whispered to the surface, past the dreaming statues, past forests of swaying kelp, past the drifting wreckage of the forgotten dreamers. When you breach the surface, moonlight peacefully greets you. The air tastes new, sweet, but you no longer crave it. You are both sea and self now. People on land will feel you before they see you, in the way the tide kisses their feet more tenderly, in the sudden hush that falls when they stand beside the waves, in the inexplicable ache in their chest when they gaze at the sea and wonder what's calling. And maybe, one day, one of them will hear the call. Maybe it will be a child who dreams in shades of blue, or an old man who hums to seashells, or someone not quite ready to stay within the lines they've drawn around themselves. Maybe it will be you again, in another form. But for now, you swim, not to escape, not to search, but because this is who you are. A song in motion, a secret made of salt, a soul unshackled. You swim, and in the deep places of the world, something sacred sings with you. That concludes today's session. Take a deep breath and bring yourself back to the surface. Your homework for the week is to identify the thing that calls to you. Whether it's the primordial voice of the ocean or the light breeze of a valley, identify what it is and take actual steps to get closer to it. It's calling for a reason.